In the autumn of 1997, in the sleepy, wealthy enclave of St. Veronica, Quebec, Clara Moreau was not just a woman. She was a masterpiece. At 29, she had the face of a Renaissance angel and the bank account of a European heiress. But on October 14th, the picturesque Lac St. Joseph turned into a crime scene. The headline read, "Heiress drowned in bathtub, ruled accidental." But it wasn't an accident, and Clara Moreau was no angel. Tonight, we unravel the scandal they tried to drown, the shocking and scandalous case of beautiful Clara Moreau. Clara was the sole heir to the Moreau shipping fortune. Married to Antoine Moreau, her childhood sweetheart, she lived a life of private jets and vintage Bordeaux. But beneath the silk scarves was a secret. Antoine loved her, but Antoine was boring. Clara preferred the head of her husband's security team, a rugged ex-military operative named Julien Riviere. Their affair was an open secret among the staff, but secrets cost money. On October 13th, Clara threatened to rewrite her will. She wanted to leave Antoine nothing. She wanted to run away with Julien. 24 hours later, she was dead.
The official report was pristine. At 11 p.m., Clara took a Valium and drew a hot bath. At 11:45 p.m., Antoine claimed he found her submerged. The coroner ruled accidental drowning due to intoxication. Case closed. The funeral was lavish. Antoine wept into his Hermes tie. Julien stood in the back, stoic. But here is where the formula breaks, because a bored maid stole a trash bag. Inside that bag, a towel. Not a white towel, a bloodstained towel. Type AB negative. Clara was O positive. Someone else bled in that bathroom. Someone who didn't slip. Someone who fought back. Detective Claire Renaud reopened the file. She didn't care about the money. She cared about the physics. Clara had defense wounds, bruises on her forearms. You don't bruise your arms reaching for a towel. You bruise them blocking a strike. The autopsy was exhumed. The toxicology showed high levels of a rare muscle relaxant, tizanidine. Clara didn't have a prescription, but Julien, the security guard, did, for a back injury. The affair wasn't love. It was a honey trap. And Clara was the bee who forgot she had a stinger. In a deal that shocked the nation, Antoine Moreau took the stand, but not to defend his wife's honor. Antoine confessed. He paid Julien to seduce Clara, to get her to lower her guard, and to slip the muscle relaxant into her wine. The drowning was the final act. But why? Clara wasn't leaving him for Julien. She was leaving him for nothing. Clara had discovered Antoine was bankrupt. The fortune was gone, gambled away in offshore accounts. If she divorced him, she would sue for fraud. If she died, he collected a $4 million life insurance policy. Julien betrayed Clara for cash. Antoine betrayed Clara for survival. The maid betrayed them both for the truth. Antoine Moreau was sentenced to 25 years for conspiracy to commit murder. Julien Riviere received 18 years for second-degree murder. Clara's estate, what was left of it, went to a scholarship fund for women leaving abusive relationships. But the scandal didn't end there. 3 months into his sentence, Antoine was found dead in his cell. Cardiac arrest, they said. But the prison doctor was fired for missing a needle mark. Clara's mother, Madeleine Moreau, smiled at the funeral. She whispered to a reporter, "Nobody touches my little girl." The case of Clara Moreau is a warning. Not about love, but about underestimation. They called her beautiful. They thought she was shallow. But Clara kept a diary. On the last page, she had written a single line. "If I die, check the towels." She knew she was prey. She just wanted to make sure the hunter was caught. I'm True Crime Chronicles. Stay dangerous.